More accolades for the Lions' young studs.
You are Locked On Lions, your daily Detroit Lions podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Oh, we're back, everybody, with a Tuesday edition of Locked On Lions. Matt Derry with you on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Today is a Tuesday, July 8th into Wednesday, July 9th. Thanks for making us your first listen, checking us out wherever you get your podcast. Please, those of you that watch and subscribe on our Locked On Lions YouTube channel, thank you. Those of you that do not, hop on board. Find us on YouTube. We appreciate all of you. What about our everydayers that are out there watching and listening to the podcast? Ran into one of the everydayers today, the great Michael Spath, Marsh McLennan, formerly of WTKA, still does some stuff down there once in a while. He loves his Wolverines. Great to see Spath today at an event we threw at my office at Financial Architects. He is an everyday listener. Locked On Lions today brought to you by our friends at Gametime. Download the Gametime app if you're looking for tickets. Create an account. Use the code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off your first purchase. All right, a lot to get to today. Another young players, the best players in the NFL, 25 years of age or younger, or I should say under 25, so 24 and under, basically, from our friend Sam Monson at the 33rd team. We're going to have Sam on the show next week. Remember, we used to have Sam on all the time when he was at Pro Football Focus. He's now at the 33rd team. We're going to have Sam on next week, but I want to go over his list that he has of his top 25 players under 25. We'll do that coming up momentarily. Also, a ridiculous, absurd, stupid NFC North take that I heard today. Apparently that came out last week. We will get into that. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to reach for it. It's back there. It's buried behind the computer. We're not reaching for that kicker list, but what about a little bit of an ode to Jake Bates? We haven't talked about Jake Bates in months on this show. Shame on me. Lions have themselves a kicker. The kicker list could be dead. Still there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, though. And I've got a beef at the end of the show with this Netflix thing. The quarterback 2, the new quarterback show is out with Jared Goff. I'm scrolling through social media, and I know everything about it now because all of you have spoiled it. I got to get into that coming up momentarily as well. Don't forget, if you want to be our call of the day, let's do a call of the day tomorrow, and let's get some good submissions. I'm begging you. I've got none right now. I got no good ones. I got a couple. They're mediocre. I need some submissions for call of the day. If you want to be our call of the day tomorrow on Wednesday's show, go to www.speakpipe.com. That's SPEAKPIPE. Speakpipe.com/Derry, DERY podcast page. Speakpipe.com/Derry podcast page. If you want to be our call of the day, leave a voicemail tomorrow or tonight or whenever. I'm playing one tomorrow with a thought on the Lions, and I'll play the best one. Let's be entertaining. Let's be fun. Somebody give me something good. All right. Let's do that tomorrow on this show. Thursday on the show, first-time guest from FanDuel Sports Detroit, Natalie Kerwin is going to join the show. Natalie did some work with David Montgomery last year. I want to get into that with her. We've never had her on the show. I think she does a good job on FanDuel, although the Tigers didn't hire her. Tigers are hiring some schmo from out west that apparently isn't here yet. Although I haven't watched the pregame shows, so maybe he's here. But I thought Natalie should have had a chance at the job, but I'm not going to ask her about that on Thursday. But we're going to have her on the show to talk some Lions with us coming up on Thursday. All right, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was a month or so ago, Pro Football Focus did their top 25 players under 25 years old. If you recall, the Lions had 5 players on that list. Penei Sewell was number 1, the Lions right tackle. Brian Branch was 8th. Jahmyr Gibbs was 10th. Sam Laporta, 23rd. Kirby Joseph, 25. The list did not include Aiden Hutchinson, who's currently 24 years old, because he turns 25 in August. So Sam Monson, who we like a lot. Sam, of course, was at Pro Football Focus for a long time. Got that Canadian accent, the bald head. Love Sam. Sam's great. We're going to have him on next week. He is currently on vacation. I texted him today. I go, come on the show. I'm going to do a topic about your list. And he's like, I'm nowhere where there's great internet on vacation. So he'll be back next week. We'll have Sam on next week. But his list also had 5 Detroit Lions on it for his 25 players under 25. Now, Penei Sewell does not finish number 1 on Sam's list. Kyle Hamilton of the Baltimore Ravens is number 1, the safety. Now, look, hard to argue Hamilton. He's all right, Hamilton. He's really good. Name that movie, by the way. Commenters on YouTube, all right, Hamilton. What's that from? I should give away a prize if you can get it right. What movie that's from. Anyway, Kyle Hamilton is numero uno, number 1 on the list. Penei Sewell of your Detroit Lions, the right tackle, dominant player, 24 years of age, is number 2 on the list. Followed by Jalen Carter of the Eagles, Brock Bowers of the Raiders, and Jaden Daniels of the Commanders. There are 5 Lions on this list, just like the same list at PFF. Brian Branch comes in at number 7 on Sam's list, behind Puka Nacua, ahead of Jared Verse. A couple of Rams sandwiched between Brian Branch. Jahmyr Gibbs is number 14 on Sam's list. Again, he was number 10 on the PFF list. Sam Laporta comes in at number 15. He was number 23 on the PFF list. And then you've got Kirby Joseph coming in at number 25. He was also 25th on the PFF list. So Hamilton, Sewell, Carter, Bowers, and Daniels, top 5. Nacua, 6. Brian Branch, 7. Jared Verse, 8. Derek Stingley Jr., the cornerback from Houston. Well, he's a stud, 9th. And Trent McDuffie, the cornerback / safety for the Chiefs, is at number 10. Then you got C.J. Stroud, Joe Alt, Quinyon Mitchell, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Sam Laporta in the top 15. Joe Alt had a really good year for the Chargers last year as a rookie. You know, Jim Harbaugh loves his offensive linemen. Quinyon Mitchell was also excellent for the Eagles last year, but those guys are not better than Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm sorry. Jahmyr Gibbs at 14 is a little bit low. Sam Laporta at 15 ahead of Will Anderson from the Texans. That's a little bit of a stretch. I love Sam Laporta. Shout out to Sam Monson. Witherspoon of Seattle, 17. Brian Thomas Jr. of Jacksonville, 18, followed by Malik Neighbors, Tyler Smith, Cooper DeJean, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, George Karlaftis. I'm a big Karlaftis fan. I like him. Great motor. And then Kirby Joseph at number 25. So it's the most of any team. Once again, I look at Philly and I see 3 Eagles, Carter, Mitchell, DeJean. I see 1 Raven. I see 2 Falcons. See a couple of Rams, Nacua and Verse. I see a few Chiefs, McDuffie and Karlaftis. The Lions easily have the best young roster in football, ladies and gentlemen. They've got 5 guys on here. No other team has 3, I don't think. Anderson, Stroud with Houston. No. The Lions, I'm going to go on a different rant here on a tangent for a second for the next minute. But these people that say, like Rob Parker, and I love Rob. Rob's a friend. Rob is at Fox out in LA doing his night radio show. These people that say that the Lions window's closing or, oh, they better win it this year. They've got 5 players under 25 years of age that are or that make this list, whether it's PFF, whether it's Sam at 33rd team. Come on. This team's been good for a long time. Penei Sewell is signed long-term. Kirby Joseph is signed long-term. They're going to get Branch and Jahmyr and Laporta signed. You know they are. Lions are going to let these guys walk. They'll figure it out. They got the cap guru, baby, Mike Disner. This team's going to be good for a while. All right. I don't know if they're going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to stay healthy like that. I don't know. But they're going to win a lot of football games. And the people that say, oh, they lost Frank Ragnow and Ben Johnson are gone, and this is going to be tough. It might be. It might be. Those are two huge losses. But there's a lot of talent here. A lot of young talent. Best young talent in football resides right here in the 313. That's pretty cool. All right, coming up next, so one of these national slappies, I almost said it, slap D's. Yeah, they went there. They went there on NFC North quarterbacking. We'll tell you about that coming up next, right here on Locked On Lions. Told you earlier, Locked On Lions brought to you by Gametime. Have you ever decided at the last minute to head to the ball game with friends or family? Maybe it's game day and you suddenly realize, hey, I want to be in the stands. Maybe you're down at the Tigers and Rays game tonight. Apparently Tampa teeing off on whacked Flaherty. Well, that's exactly where Gametime comes in. It's the easiest way to grab last-minute tickets without the stress. So the money you can save on tickets, you can splurge on food, drinks, merch, or even invite a bigger group to come with you. Gametime, they make it all possible. Gametime makes buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch. And they've got incredible last-minute deals, clear seat views, and a lowest price guarantee that takes the worrying out of buying. You want to go to Tigers Rays this week, get your tickets on Gametime. And it's great for concerts too and shows as well. They are the official ticketing partner of Locked On MLB, making it easy to browse the app for an exciting upcoming Major League Baseball game like Tigers and Rays. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets by going to Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, use the code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem the code LOCKEDON NFL for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Working with my buddy Sammy Steinlight, PR maven, on a guest for tomorrow. And we're probably going to talk to somebody from VSiN and do some gambling talk about Lions, odds, and everything else. So stay tuned for that. As I mentioned before, our buddy Natalie Kerwin from FanDuel Sports Detroit is going to join us on Thursday on this very program. All right, many of you maybe have seen the video or heard the audio. I'm not going to play it for you. I'm just going to relay the messaging. But on FS1 last week, I forgot the name of the show, Breakfast Ball or something. Danny Parkins, who's a Chicago guy. And again, this cements the fact that Jared Goff is the best quarterback in the NFC North. If there's anybody out there, that includes our friend Peter Bukowski from Locked On Packers. Back from vacation, Peter Bukowski, by the way. If anybody thinks Jared Goff is not the best quarterback in the NFC North, you need to have your head examined. That's number one. Number two, after what I tell you, this Danny Parkins said on Fox Sports 1, then this really cements that Jared Goff is the best quarterback in the NFC North. Now, there are some, not many, but there are some that debate that Jordan Love, when he's on his game, especially when he uses his legs, is as good, if not better, than Jared Goff. I think that's ridiculous. I think Jordan Love throws too many interceptions. Jared Goff is the better quarterback. All right. Yes, I'm well aware that 2 years ago, Jordan Love took the Packers into Dallas and mollywopped the Cowboys in the playoffs. He had a great end to the 2023 season, regressed a little last year. I know he got paid. I know he's with Matt LaFleur. I'm well aware that Packers offense is pretty good when Love is on his game. Hasn't been able to consistently beat the Lions. As we know, the Lions swept the Packers last year. With that being said, Danny Parkins from Fox Sports 1 said last week on his show that Caleb Williams is gulp already better than Jordan Love. Let me repeat that because I butchered it. He says, Danny Parkins, Caleb Williams is already better than Jordan Love. He cites that Love throws too many interceptions. Okay. Caleb Williams took way too many sacks last year. Caleb Williams in a game against your Honolulu Blue and Silver Warriors forgot how much time was left on the clock, and as we know, cost the Bears the game. Yes, that was coaching. Yes, Matt Eberflus got fired, but an incomplete pass, and the game was over. A brutal decision by a rookie quarterback. I'm well aware Caleb Williams needs Ben Johnson. I'm well aware that Ben Johnson's going to need Caleb Williams. This is a kid with an immense amount of talent, won a Heisman Trophy, and is going to be maybe a good player. I don't know. But to say that Caleb Williams is already better than Jordan Love is absurd. And again, this feeds that Packers-Bears narrative. This feeds the rivalry. LaFleur and Ben Johnson have been snipping at each other. Now you got a Bears slap saying that their quarterback's already better than the Packers. I love that those two can fight in the sandbox, the Bears and Packers, while the Lions sit atop the division and laugh. Caleb Williams is not better than Jordan Love, and I got news for you. I'm not so sure Caleb Williams is better than J.J. McCarthy, and J.J. McCarthy hasn't taken an NFL snap yet. I get what goes on these shows, whether it's the Four-Letter Network, whether it's FS1, whether it's Barstool or any of these folks. Shout out to Frank the Tank, by the way. He's under 300 pounds, loves his Mets, loves his Devils. Any of these hot take shows or podcasts, I get it. They sucked me in. Matt Derry today on Locked On Lions is bringing up this Danny Parkins guy because that's what he said. But it's absurd. Caleb Williams was not good last year. I get it. He didn't have great coaching, didn't have a great offensive coordinator. Now he's got the savior in Benedict Johnson. We'll see. He's not better than Jordan Love. And Jordan Love had his rough moments last year, including against the Lions at Lambeau, where Kirby Joseph pick-sixed him. Now, it was raining and everything else, but I'm throwing it out there. Caleb Williams is not better than Jordan Love. And it's a stupid take. All right. As you all know, over the last 4 or 5 years that we've done this podcast, really 4 years, we've had the kicker list. All right. I'm not even going to reach for it. It's back there. It's behind it's back here. I'm not even reaching. I'm not even going to grab it. I'm not even going to, here, you can hear it, but I'm not even going to show it to you for those of you watching on YouTube. I've got it. Haven't even had to touch it. The kicker list, for those of you that are new to the show, was me always discussing how Brad Holmes, for the first 3 years, for the first 3 years of his run as general manager, just recycled kickers. Could not find a kicker. There were bad ones. There were awful ones. There were decent ones. There was the Money Badger. I'm not even going through it. All right. There was a Riley Patterson 50 times. He found Jake Bates last year from the UFL and the Michigan Panthers. Bates was phenomenal. And so the kicker list is, at least for now, retired. We don't need to go through it because last season, our man, Jake Bates, went 26 out of 29 in field goals, including a 58-yarder to win a football game. He went 64 out of 67 on extra points. He did a phenomenal job for the Lions. That 58-yarder against the Texans tied the game. Then he had a 52-yarder in overtime to win the game. Jake Bates is the man. Postseason last year, 1 out of 1 on field goals, 4 out of 4 on extra points. That was the Commanders game. We don't talk about it enough. We talk about edge rushers. We talk about who's going to play center. We talk about all sorts of things, but we don't bring up the kicker, and we should. Jake Bates did a phenomenal job last year, and for the first time in the Brad Holmes tenure, at age 26, their young man, their young kicker, is running unopposed. The pride of Tumble, Texas, Texas State, and Arkansas, and the Michigan Panthers. Jake Bates comes in next year as the guy. Remember what Marty Morningwig once said? Mike McMahon's the guy. Jake Bates is the guy. And you love the range, you love the accuracy, the personality, fit in with the team well, and was a godsend last year. Now, again, I get it. He's kicking indoors. It's a little bit, but Jake Bates did a really good job. And you love the fact they're not dealing with any other kickers on this roster. That's the man they're going with next year. They have found their guy. It took 4 years, but hey, we started from the bottom. Now we're here, as Drake once said. Am I allowed to even quote Drake? But that's happening. That just happened. Jake Bates is awesome. So got to give him some love. Got to give him some props. Happy for the young man. And he's here. So there you go. All right, coming up next, if you're on social media, try to log off, because if you want to watch Quarterback 2, the Netflix show with Jared Goff, most of it has already been spoiled. And I'm going to bitch about that coming up next. Hey, fans, don't forget tonight, if you love your Tigers, you want to see Tigers content immediately following tonight's game as the Tigers are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Check out Locked On Sports Detroit. Locked On Sports Detroit on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts for the Tigers postcast with my buddy Jake Riepma. Jake does postcasts after every game. Red Wings, Pistons, Tigers, and you'll have the Lions postcast this year. He goes on live right after the game. As you guys know, I do a Sunday show, but I tape mine. I wait until Dan Campbell speaks, so I know what's up. Jake's on right after the game on Locked On Sports Detroit. Check him out wherever you get your podcasts on YouTube. The Tigers postcast tonight with Jake Riepma. No, not Jake Bates. Jake Riepma. All right, so for those of you that watched the quarterback show last year, it was really, really good. Patrick Mahomes, Marcus Mariota, and Kirk Cousins. And it was on Netflix for those of you that have Netflix. And it was a really good inside look at, on and off the field, these three quarterbacks and what they went through during the 2023 season. Last year, during the 2024 season, Netflix recorded a lot of footage again of Kirk Cousins, okay, which is cool. Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. And yes, our very own quarterback to the stars, the man whose name is chanted all over town, Jared Goff, was a part of the show. So yesterday, or was it today? Today, it comes out Tuesday, July 8th. If you go to Netflix, you can binge watch it. You can watch it. Quarterback 2, Quarterback Show is out on Netflix. So I'm like, all right, cool. At some point this week, I will go to Netflix and I will watch as much of it as I can. And I will report back to you guys here on Locked On Lions on some things I liked. Today, I'm hopping on my Twitter, my Blue Sky, Facebook, whatever I see. And all I'm seeing is spoilers. Can we stop with the spoilers? Why does everybody have to be the first to say, oh, Kristen Harper, Christian Goff, she did this. And, oh, Graham Glasgow said this to Jared Goff in the locker room after the Washington loss. It's killing me. Why do we have to spoil everything? We watch the draft, right? What's the beauty of the NFL draft? I get it. You can log off of your social media, watch the draft, and not pay attention. But what if you're checking your Twitter or whatever? And all these insiders spoil who the pick is. Now, I am guilty to an extent because I have a source that gives me the Lions picks normally before they're picked, but I don't give the name. I'll say, source, Lions are taking an offensive lineman. Lions are taking a defensive lineman. I'm hearing this, all right? Everybody's got to spoil everything. I want to watch this show. Does anybody else feel like I do? That you're on social media today and you're like, wait a minute, that's on the, people are watching. My guy, John Macaroon, Detroit Sports Podcast. I love John. John's a good guy. I've been on John's show. He's been on our show. John, stop live tweeting that you're watching this thing. You're killing me. What's the protocol? Like 2 days, 3 days? What's the protocol to where spoilers can now become live? Like we can actually do this. I have a full-time job. All right. I run marketing and business development for two companies, Financial Architects, Inc. and Q5 Experience. We're a business succession planning company. We're really an owner readiness company. Just ask Joe Allen. He knows. And Chris Druin. But like, I can't watch at 11 in the afternoon 11 in the morning on a Tuesday, the Jared Goff quarterback Netflix show. So I'm sitting there today eating lunch, scrolling through my phone. I'm like, no, I don't want to see this. It's ruining it. Spoilers. Now, I get it. During a game, a live game, but this is a TV show. I want to wait. I don't have time to watch. It ticks me off. I know now too much about this show, and it's going to ruin it for me. But I am excited to see it, and I am excited that Jared Goff is being featured on it. Jared Goff has a better personality than people think. That he's going to be here a long time. So I just love the fact that the Lions are getting some national pub. I just don't want, I don't want to know about every aspect of the show. I guess it's my own fault. Maybe I'm to blame. Don't go on Twitter or anywhere else. Or if you see it, try to scroll past it. All right. We may have a guest tomorrow from VSiN. I'm going to work on that. I'd love to just talk some odds and gambling stuff and what Vegas thinks about the Lions. We will do that hopefully tomorrow. Natalie Kerwin is locked in for Thursday. Sam Monson from 33rd Team will be on next week. I'm also working on Nate Burleson for when he gets back from vacation as well. So, and then don't forget, a week from tomorrow, Lions rookies report to training camp. We're going to have a football game July 31st. And I'm hearing rumors of something for the Lions preseason TV broadcast. I've not confirmed anything. I'm just hearing some rumors that I hope are not true. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. All right, that'll do it for us on a Tuesday. Locked on Lions, brought to you by our friends at Gametime. Back again tomorrow.